We're recording. Okay, so now let's just say this is the beginning. Hi, I'm Victor.
Hi, I'm Daisy.
Hi, Daisy.
This is part 3. Part 3.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just go ahead and kind of just start reading it, and we'll talk as we go, since I haven't really read much yet. But from here, it's just continuing on what she said at the end of part 2, talking about how she came home from school and she was sick because she took the pills, and her mom took her to the hospital, and she was very sick, and so it was the first time she ever overdosed. So anyway, continuing there, she's saying that she remembered suffering, throwing up, being pale and tired and weak, and the doctors said that she had overdosed. And then this is where her counselor friend came and reached out. She said, "I felt not alone." She came to me, glad to see me, gave me a hug, and sometimes you don't realize one of those people. So anyway, tell me about your counselor friend and where that person came from. Who's
This
that?
when I moved to Bosco, and she is a counselor there. So I moved to Bosco. I haven't I seen her in Mill Creek.
So she was the counselor from your school?
Mill Creek. I just remember that she used to test me a lot in the past, but then when I moved to another school, I didn't know she was working there.
Okay.
I was moved there.
So she was
Bosco.
She was your counselor during elementary and middle school.
No, she was just testing me when I was in yoga. She wasn't a counselor, but when I.
What do you mean she was testing you?
Kind of where they test you with where your learning level is. I think my mom was in a meeting, a school meeting, and she was in there. And then I had pills in my hand, and then I took them.
No, I want to know what you're saying here. You said I was trying to cut my veins, take pills again, cut my veins open. Cut my veins open. Take pills again, and what's this?
I did
what's
it
this
so
right
many
here?
times.
Oh, admitted. Okay.
I don't know how to.
Yeah. ADMITTED, I think so. Yeah, AD. Okay. So you were admitted for 3 or 4 days. I've been admitted since I first started cutting and committing suicide. So many times, they always fail. I just felt unwanted, alone, worthless. The school hated me, everyone hated me. So I ditched school, and school didn't want me there, school didn't want me there to finish, so I started to ditch.
So many times. I ditched school so many times.
Yeah, it just has to do with that whole sense of you felt like you were a burden, you felt like everybody hated you, you felt like you were the problem. Not understanding that hateful people aren't just hateful to you. Hateful people can also hate on the people that you love. Hateful people are hateful because that's who they are. It's not who you are. You're not a person that deserves to be hated, but rather you've known people that choose to hate. Okay?
Even a teacher called me unhealthy one time.
Yeah.
Saying, "You look unhealthy. Brianna, you look unhealthy." Said it out loud where everybody can hear.
Yeah. Teachers should know better than to say
What
something
is wrong
like
with
that.
teachers?
Well, teachers are supposed to be given training that they're supposed to be, they're supposed to speak to the class as a whole, and if they have something personal to say, they're supposed to call you, step outside with you, wait until the class is over, talk to you during passing period, something like that.
I feel
They're
like
supposed to.
Belton's trash.
Well, I think it's Bosco that's trash. I think that there's plenty of teachers that would have been smart enough to say, hey, I'll talk to you after class. And then they'll say something like, they'll talk to you in person, you know what I mean? Instead of just embarrassing you in front of the whole class.
I got embarrassed even from a student that was in my class and saying I had chicken vacuum wings like teachers and did this in front of the whole people in the class.
Yeah.
And why the teacher was going, messing around. I told him to stop, and he kept taking, I was drawing something, and I was sketching something, and he kept messing with me, But I didn't like what he said right there because it would make me feel bad.
Yeah, you're getting cold.
It's my dad.
It's your dad speaking the devil. Well, we're not talking about him this moment. That's crazy. He wants to say, hey, I'm watching you live right now. You better watch.
I hope he didn't find that video too.
He hacked into the camera and he's like, I'm watching you. He said, the only person who checks on me, the counselor, when she left me a message if I wanted to talk, asking if I wanted to talk. That day when she left that message, I wanted to talk, but decided I'd rather just be alone. See, that's the back and forth, is that you want help, is that you want help, you want somebody to care, but then it's also, well, I just want to be alone. I don't believe that this person really cares. It's like, why does this person care for me? It doesn't make sense. You don't know how to explain it. So it's just, I'll just be alone, You like the idea of somebody caring and somebody offering help, but then when it comes to accepting that help, it's just like, oh, that's uncomfortable. I'm not used to this. And then you feel tempted to just be alone again. Because that's exactly what you're saying right here. I wanted to talk, but decided I wanted to be alone. Can't make up your mind, And my friend is the same way. So I didn't graduate from school. I never had prom. I never had a real friend in school. Because when you're in school, they're mostly fake friends and they're not there for you. Yeah, so that just goes back to the theme of you didn't have any teachers that really cared, you didn't have any friends that really cared. All you had was just the counselor that, showed any compassion on you. And that's really lonely. Like, you want to be alone because you usually are, and you just kind of have to develop an acceptance. You kind of have to develop you have to become comfortable being alone because it's like that's your only option. That's a really hard place to be. That's a really hard place to be. That you have to learn, that you have to accept being alone. Being alone, yeah. It's not fair.
I wonder how you reacted, how people treated me and you was there. I don't know what you would do.
I would defend you. I wasn't a super confrontational type of person. I never got into any fights, and I was never really bullied ever. It just, so I wasn't really in that situation enough to say exactly what I would do, but I certainly would not do nothing. you would know that I cared about you. You know, that I didn't want that to happen to you. I would say something, I'd do something. Can't say what, because I was a different person, you know, back then. But I still loved all my friends.
I think there was one day where I talked to her about that, how my dad was gonna leave and go back to California and never come back. And he promised to stay here, to live down here.
Yeah. So that's why he got the house in the area.
Well, now he decided to come back all of a sudden and live here.
When did he actually show up here?
I think it was 2019.
Yeah. Then I still would have been in high school then.
Hello. I don't know if you can hear me really well, but I know I'm not on my face. I'm not showing my face. This is how I struggle on the camera all the time. Not looking at the camera, just pointing it up like this. But I just talk with my voice just to make myself comfortable, I guess. To not show myself, because I look a mess. And today is Friday, May 27th. My day today is like a little bit hard to cope a little bit, but like I paint yesterday. I've been painting. I'm a painter. I paint this wall. I'm supposed to like release the video of me painting this wall. But my day is like a little bit crappy. Like I just feel like cutting myself, but I don't want to do that. Sometimes I just like scratch my arms, but my scars I could show you, and this is not meant for attention, but if it's like triggering, don't watch this. Cuts. I'm doing this because you're not the only person that does this. I hate doing this, showing it on the camera, but I feel like I'm trying to figure out what will help me, you know, open up. I haven't told anyone that I'm vlogging my situation. I don't know if this situation will work. I don't know. This is not for attention. Some people will think that. But I wish these scars will go away though. I seriously wish it does. That scar, that very deep scar, I did it at home one time and
it was nighttime, and I guess I can't remember what I was upset about, but I was really upset. And I was just looking at my Bible, looking at it, and just thinking about God. Like, I was thinking about God, and I was like I wish I wasn't here. I told him I wish I was with him. I wish I could just leave with him. So just because of the pain, I guess. It's sometimes hard to pray, but it's important to pray every day, every night, morning, however your routine is. I should do the same thing. And it's hard. Go to church, read your Bible. That's the most important thing in your life, because you don't want to lose God in your life. You're gonna miss everything about him. That's so important. You just never know what's gonna happen after your life. It's really hard to film. It's embarrassing, but I'm doing this just for people that are struggling. I have selective mutism, and I have autism, and like I said on my videos, if you guys want me to talk about a little bit more about that, I will be open for it. Just to I gotta write it down and everything, but only if you guys are interested. I know there's not very much people right now in my videos, but that's what I'm working on, is getting more people to see, to share. I'm just saying that just to like see my story and stuff, but share it and share it to your friends. I know I'm not very popular, but that's not what it's about. Just to talk about my story and to reach out to people that are like me, because I feel like I'm the only one. Like, because when I'm quiet and that don't talk very much, it's like it makes me feel alone, because that's what it felt like in the hospital. The last time I was in the hospital, I felt alone. Like, they always ask me why I don't talk. They push me so hard to talk. Like, I remember just crying in the cafeteria when I was trying to get food, like to eat, you know, like at the hospital. I don't really like eating there, but I did it just so I could get out. But when I start getting my food, like the person that was giving me the food, you know, served the food, was really rude to me, saying, "Tell me what you want" and everything. And the nurses were not helping me with this situation, because when you have selective mutism, it's really hard to talk to somebody, and you just feel so anxious and uncomfortable, and you just really want to, at the same time, you really want to open your shell and talk normally like this. I guess why I can easily talk on this camera, I guess, because nobody's not watching me, I guess. And maybe this is why I'm getting worse, because I'm not in my level where somebody could help me. So right now I am in therapy, and how that is going is, it's okay, but like it takes a long process to do it. So just keep me in your, keep me prayers. I just need prayers right now just to have a good summer. I usually do. I don't go skating anymore. I just don't go Worlds of Fun anymore. Like, Worlds of Fun is like roller coaster rides. I used to love that all the time, and now I don't do it anymore. My family doesn't go there as much, but when my family goes, I usually go with them. And my friend went with me. Her name was Kara, and I usually invite her, and I wish she could come with me, but I feel like I'm not important. I feel like I don't, she doesn't have time with me. So, and there was another friend, I'm just gonna say his name, but he was doing a video with me, named Victor. He did a good job with me, and I appreciate it. And I'm saying thank you for him for doing it for me the best he can. But this is not going to work with their friendship, because there's a lot to talk about. I'm not gonna say as much about him because, keeping it private to people where they don't want to talk about it, I guess, but he's been a little bit not responsible very much. I'm gonna say that. He has some personal things that he needs to deal with. He needs to learn how to make sure you share that date and time to spend time with that person, and not just, oh, I have to go that quick and just, leave like that. It just blew me off like that. We was gonna start filming that day. And I understand I have a friend that was having some issues, but she had a place to go, and she has to take care of herself like everybody does. But I'm saying that he has a friend that he has to have her every time he comes over here, which is I feel like it could be one-on-one for us. I'm so comfortable with one-on-one friend that knows my situation and tells the other person about my situation, and I didn't really know about that, but I didn't want her to be a part of it, and because it's kind of a little bit weird, but I just one-on-one friend, trusted friend about my situation, because I don't want it to spread. It's kind of just like when I was in school. When I tell one person that I dearly trust, and then it spreads to other people, because then they talk to me, and then some stuff that it makes it uncomfortable. If they're trying, I know some people want to help me, some people do. Some people are not in my level of understanding my situation, how to help it, because you gotta have a friend that will help you through those times and not affect it worse. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I'll try to explain it as much as I can, because my friend was the helpful one that, to explain all of this, and it hurts, because it really hurts that he's not here to help, because I guess I feel like he doesn't have time for me either. Like, we make a date and a time, and he doesn't know when he's coming. He just lets me know when he's free, which sometimes I understand you guys get busy, like when a friend gets busy and stuff, but you gotta make sure you get time for your friend too. I'm just saying, be there for them, This is what happens. I lose so many friends, and I'm trying to understand, am I doing it wrong or anything? Like, is it me or is it him? So that's why I'm talking about him a little bit. He disrespect my home. He like there's a deck that we was on that you saw on the video where we sat on the deck and talk. That's the deck where he climbed on, and my mom got upset about that. One time he climbed on it. I know that was like probably months ago by then, but he disrespects my home. He doesn't really, I can smell him sometimes, doesn't really take a shower. It's kind of gross, but I'm sorry I said that, but like, I'm not gonna say very much as I can, because I don't want to be rude. I care about him, I love him like a normal friend does, but he needs to be an adult to learn how to do stuff, on his own. And he probably has a problem. Probably I asked him if there's anything, like I know he lost one of his relatives, and it's really sad. Wish I tried helping him by using my pastor to like pray for his family, give healing and stuff. But I even helped him get a job, and then he disrespected my aunt, because I kind of work with her, so like my godmother, and she had some problems with him too. So it's just saying that I feel like it's always my fault, because like I tried to help him at the same time, and then he gets me upset. Like, you see, like, he disrespected my aunt, like, because he has a work truck. It's like a little work truck where you put stuff on the work truck, and he didn't show up for her. And my godmother was calling him, and he didn't answer, and blew her off. And I feel so bad for her, because she took care of me when I was little, and I was trying to give her back to saying thank you, and helping her and doing hard work. She run a daycare, so I grew up there for like a long time, and she took care of me when my mom has to work, and yeah, she's like almost like a mother to me, but she's a really sweet person. I'm so glad that I met her. I thank God for her. And yeah, she retired of work and stuff, but she's She will be remembered as a wonderful person forever. She did a really good job with everybody, with me and my brother. So, and I just feel like she didn't deserve a person that I bring in. I thought I could trust this person, you know. I start trusting this person to, you know, help her, and all of a sudden he just blew her off. You gotta be on time on work, just like you're going to a real serious, get a job, a real serious job. If you're having a serious job, you gotta be on time. You have to be on time. You're gonna lose your job, just like, oh, I'm gonna be lazy and just go to sleep and just stay home. You can't do that. Only if you're on a sick day. I just don't understand why. He told me he doesn't want to work for nobody, so like, he never told me that at the beginning. So like, all of a sudden he's just trying to get a truck and, like, you know, trying to earn money by going to donate blood and stuff at, you know, at a plasma. Donate blood at the plasma. I'm like, and he gets paid $100. What's that gonna make? Like, you're gonna just do that every time? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, he doesn't want to work. This is not progress to get in a truck to have your own job. That ain't it. And you're trying to live on a lot. Like, come on, dude. Like, people think we're gonna be close friends. We're not. I'm just saying that we're not gonna be close friends. He has a close friend that fits for him. That's good for him. But he should make time for me too. Like, I'm not saying I'm jealous or anything, but you gotta be. He thinks he's a real friend. I don't see it. I don't really see it. But I don't want to say more because, you know. But this is where he climbed on my deck, and we just got this deck finished. I know it kind of looks bad and crappy right now, like it's scratched up. It needs to put more paint on it. But he climbed all the way up here. And my mom was trying to she heard all that noise from downstairs. Like, you will hear like this thumping noise. And you'd be like, what the heck is that? Like, it's like somebody breaking in. He did it before, like, a couple of times. So. Hi, my name is Daisy. Here we go again. So, I don't have my friend here today. I don't want to be friends with him anymore. Many reasons. This is very hard for me to talk to the camera. So I'm just going to finish part 3. I'm going to go back to where I was talking about how I got admitted and struggling from school. So it's hard to do this by myself.
3 or 2 days, I've been admitted since I first started cutting. I got worse, where I had thoughts of suicide. And I learned about suicide that like sometimes it comes it comes, it has the urge to, and it will go away, but like it depends how you feel and stuff, what you're dealing with. Many times I have, it's like I always fail to do it. So I did it at school, I did it at home. Time I was talking to my dad, and we was having an argument, and the way he was talking to me and saying mean things to me, rude things, that wasn't helping my situation. So I grabbed, when he hanged up on me and we hanged up on each other, I grabbed pills and I was holding pills in my hand, and I wanted to take them, but instead I didn't take them. I called the Suicide Hotline. It was hard to do that, hard to talk about it, because you just want to keep it to yourself. It was hard. Just remembering that situation, I always get flashbacks of it. It's like saying I wish I already did it. It's just hard. But I talked to someone instead. I didn't do it that day, but I wanted to. I felt alone, unwanted. I go to school sometimes just to get away from everything from home too, but school doesn't help either. It got worse and worse. I used to, when I get really, really stressed and there's people whispering about me and stuff at school, I used to bang my head all the time. It's like a little stressor thing, and I won't stop. I would do it till I bleed, I guess, but that never happened. But where I could feel really dizzy and everything. I used to ditch school. I had to go home one time. Well, I ditched school, and one time a friend called me and wanted to check on me, and I just left it to voicemail and just decided not to. Just wanted to be alone. I felt like people didn't really care. I never graduated from school. I never went to prom. I never had a real friend. When you're in school, you mostly have fake friends. Some just want to be with you just to be cool. popular in school, which is ridiculous. They're not there for you. I had a couple of friends that wasn't there for me, and the one that was my friend, I felt like he wasn't there for me. The one that supposed to do this with me doesn't care. I'm not important to him. And I remember him saying that one time when we first met, like, not important. And there's other stuff that he needs to work on for himself. Some of it he won't. He wants to do mostly his way, so I have to do this by myself. I always isolate myself at home. Okay, so I was having trouble with learning disability at school. And my dad was on the phone one time when they had a school meeting, like a little meeting for me, like where my learning level is. I can't remember what we all talked about my dad. My dad being on the phone, and the counselor was trying to talk to him and calm him down. He was being very angry on the phone, controlling and anger on the phone, arguing with the teachers and saying that they need to be on my level, which most of the teachers wasn't helping me, but at the same time I was not paying attention. Sometimes, like, it's hard to get me to, because I get distracted, and then sometimes I get stressed out, and I will go like this sometimes, and then I sometimes won't stop. It's like I go out of control, like I feel like I'm trying to take away the pain, and I hate doing this in front of people because it's embarrassing. It's like a release pain, and I had to step out of that room because then he was like, again, it was hard to hear him like that. Me and my dad used to be close, so he gets really easily upset about my dad. Is like he gets really easily upset. His temper goes up. I used to wear sweaters. I used to wear bracelets to hide my cuts all the time. One time I was scratching in school because of the loud noise from school, and I don't like loud noise. Like, I don't like crowds and stuff. And the teacher yanked my arm and told me to stop. I got easily upset. I think too, I think it's like anger too. Like, sometimes I get mad at myself, like just anger, like you just want to scratch. And then she saw these fresh cuts that I did, like when I did at home, and she told me, why you just cut yourself at home, and what she said that hurt me and that made me worse, that a teacher tells me to go cut yourself at home when I had bad days at school, I go home, and when no one's is at home, I go in my closet. I strap my belt, attach it to the pole, and put it around my neck and just feel it. Sometimes I run out of time to do it because then my brother comes home a couple of times, and my dog watched me one time and I cried. He never leaves my side. He always senses something bad is about to happen. I used to write down suicide notes. I tried slitting my wrists in the bathroom. It was one of those, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give people the idea, because I want other people to be safe when they see this video. I used to cut it where my veins. I don't want to say too much because, you know, it's graphic. But all I'm just gonna say is that I cut myself and did some bad things. What really hurt me is that a teacher told me to go cut myself, and then she lies to the people where I try to tell somebody that what a teacher said was really mean and tried to reach out to somebody for help, a scream for help, and all they get is saying that maybe you took it the wrong way. Like, I know what she said to me. I remember what she said to me. I have like a little bit of good memory, like what people will say, and then it's stuck in your head. Like, all I can just remember the stuff how people treat me, stuff that they said to me. It hurts. It really does hurt. And my dog is a really sweet dog. I love my dog so much. He'll come give me kisses and try to calm me down. I'm glad I have a dog in my life. You should have a dog. They're like part of your family, so now I want a horse, and I hope I could be responsible with that in my life. There's so much stuff I want to do that I haven't done yet. I used to watch graphic videos that some people committed suicide and cutting and stuff, because I try to find tips and stuff just to disappear, I guess. I replay it over and over again. So, and I started watching Eugenia Cooney, and I've been watching movies about how to get skinny and stuff, and how to not eat. And sometimes I still have the urge to want to purge, but I try not to, because there's stuff that I want to do in my life, and it could stop me from doing that. I used to purge a lot, and it doesn't feel good. It feels good when you feel empty. It just, then next day you just feel weak. I haven't ate anything. Sometimes I starve myself. I don't like eating in front of people either. It feels weird. It feels really weird. I hate making noises too. It's weird. When I eat, I feel overweight. right now, I don't like looking at the camera and seeing myself, and when I edit these videos, it's hard to, because you're looking at yourself, and like, I feel like my face is fat, and like, I need to lose more weight, and it's still hard to. But I watch Eugenia stream all the time. To be honest, it does trigger me, but like, it's hard to stop. It's addictive. But I don't want people to take it the wrong way, saying that she's an influencer. She's not an influencer. I think she's just coping to, like, you know, be on camera and stuff. Doing her own thing, doing her own hobby and everything. And it's sad how people are treating her. And I do get sometimes I get like messages of how cringy I am and how fat, like, and people cussing at me when I'm like on a game. Like when I'm on Fortnite, like, it's always like that on Fortnite, but people need to chill out. So, I'm just like really obsessed when I watch her. Like, I like her outfits and everything. It's really cool. Inexpensive. Like, I try to get some stuff that I want, just to make me look thinner. I even overdo myself by exercising too, sometimes. And it's sometimes not good to do that. But I haven't been purging, which is a good thing, I guess. I hate to say that, like, because I want to do some more. But I'm trying not to, because I'm swimming, and when I'm low energy, it will mess up my swimming. And even like being around horses, and it will mess up my life. Even cutting too. Like, I have very... Eugenia is really sweet, I wanted to say that, and good person. She tries, but I want to say that I support her, and I hope that I hope that she's getting the help that she needs. That's all I can say. And she's a cool person. Wish I was her friend, just to be friends, because I don't have a friend. No, we maybe could have been best friends, I don't know, but I would just say that she's sweet and I will support her. By the people that hate her, sometimes I do try to be skinny like her, but she's so pretty. Like, I wish I had long hair like her, but I like her personality. It reminds me of my old friends, you know, like, you know, having fun, go to like the store. I like her doing makeup. I love makeup. I do collect makeup too. She has cool makeup, because then I could go look for some products that are that are better for your face and everything. How I knew about Eugenia, like, I watched her do the screaming challenge of Justin Bieber, that's how I do it. One of my friends shared it to me, but that's it. And I hope this video helps people to learn how to cope and not get worse. And I hope that it helps people that have the same situation or related situation I have, just to cope with them. To call a Suicide Hotline and talk to them. They're really nice people too. And I have autism. What about autism? I'm gonna just talk about it. Autism is like a learning disability or speech delay in a child. Limit of number of things and a problem. I have problem paying attention sometimes. Unaware of other emotions or depression, anxiety, change in voice sensitivity to sound or tick. And I could just like put it on my screen so you could see what it all has. And even self-harm of words or action. Because I know some people say my voice sound higher. I don't know if that's part of it, but I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor or a therapist, but yeah, like even sometimes I get made fun of my autism. One of my relatives think I don't have it, and I do, and it's hard to do this on here, and I do have selective mutism, and I will show that on the screen too. When this happens with selective mutism, like when I'm around somebody that like I guess feel uncomfortable, I won't talk. It could be doctors or therapists, and I wouldn't say anything. I would just write it down, which is more comfortable that way. I do talk to my family normally, and I'm still practicing to talk to normal strangers and stuff. Like it's still hard, but I'm trying to, and I hope this helps me to open up and get out of my shell to hear my voice and hear my story. And this is like a really strong thing to do, and I don't know how I could do it. I just do it. It's still hard to. I guess I just have the strength to. I will show you the I'll read you, well, I will say, gosh, see, I get my languages. So selective mutism is a severe anxiety disorder where a person is unable to speak in certain social situations, such as with classmates, at school, or to relatives. They do not see very often. It usually starts during childhood, and if left untreated can persist into childhood. or into adulthood. And I don't look at people's eyes. I don't, it's hard to do eye contact. But sometimes, like, when you're, like, comfortable with that person, you can. I wish that I wasn't like this. I wish I was a normal person. So, I think that's all I have to say for part 3. And I won't have a vacation. I was gonna do a vlog for a vacation, but maybe next year, so I would just show off my artwork. So that I'm gonna have an art affair, which is gonna be very challenging to do because it will be hard talking to people. So, and hopefully I could talk a little bit and tell about my artwork and stuff. So it's my first time at the art fair, so wish me luck. So please like and subscribe to Daisy Blossom, and I will do a next video of a documentary of my grandmother. This is Angel. Angel Brady. My birdie. Say hi.
Is anybody out there?
And my dog is jealous. She's watching.
Is anybody
You want to be in the
listening?
camera too? Come here.
Does anybody really know
Balin. His name is Balin.
if it's the end of the beginning? The quiet rush of one breath
So protective of me too. So
is all we're waiting for. Sometimes the one we're taking changes everyone before. It's everything you wanted, it's everything you don't. It's one door swinging open and one door swinging closed. 'Cause some prayers find an answer, some prayers never know. We're holding on and letting go. Sometimes we're holding angels
You guys are so stupid, like seriously.
and we never
So dumb.
even know.
Literally the stupidest thing ever. Like you guys are so
Don't
stupid. I'm
know
not
if
wearing a
we'll
diaper.
make it.
Everyone's saying that though. This is
But we
like the
know.
stupidest rumor.
We just
I don't know why
can't
I'm
let
crying
it
about
show.
this. This is like literally stupid. Just leave me alone.
It's everything you wanted. It's
I'm just gonna end
everything you
it. Like
don't.
literally, I'm done.
It's
I'm
one door
not.
swinging open.
It's literally so stupid. I'm not. I'll come back another day. I'm not coming back today because it's like the dumbest thing
Some
ever.
prayers never know. We're holding on, letting go. Yeah, we let go. It's everything you wanted. It's everything you don't. It's one door swinging open, one door swinging closed. Some prayers find an answer, some prayers never know. We're holding on and letting go.
On a Tuesday, got your girl in the cutting shake Tuesday, love go from what I on a Tuesday, got your girl in the cutting shake